This is Rick Patterson. Hello, this is Rick Patterson. Thanks for coming to my video today. Today we're going to talk about how to install hardy plank backing board for tile. Today we're going to talk about how to repair a leaking bathtub faucet. Today we're going to talk about how to install a range cord on a stove. Okay, now we're ready to move on to our next step, which is to mix the grout, and let's talk a little bit about that. It is said life's journey is made up of the steps you took yesterday, which got you where you are today, and of the steps you will take tomorrow. As a young boy, I found great satisfaction in working with my hands and a special interest in wood shop, metal shop, and drafting classes in middle school. At the age of 20, I began developing my trade skill set as an electrician apprentice in my hometown at an industrial manufacturing plant construction site in 1976. I later joined the U.S. Air Force and trained in the Civil Engineer Division as a carpenter, where I furthered my interest in learning more construction trade skills. Basically, I was a glorified handyman doing the typical improvement and repair projects I do today. I completed my military career as NCOIC of over 1.8 million square feet of roofing, which included all the aircraft hangars, commercial buildings, and residential housing on the base. After fulfilling my military service, I continued my home improvement interest by buying houses, moving in, remodeling them, and selling it on the market. One day I was working under the kitchen sink in my home. I sat up and said to my wife, "You know, as much work as I do here in this home, I bet I could do handyman projects for a living." To which she responded, "Why don't you?" So the next day, in August of 1998, I printed a handful of business flyers and went out knocking doors in a local subdivision. It didn't take long for the community to hear about my new handyman business. Actually, in less than 2 years, I reached a point in my career where I had 6 months of work promised out in advance. Now that's a great place to be. However, one day I realized if something happened to me, like an injury or a prolonged illness, my career and income would suffer catastrophically. The only way I could avoid being caught in this situation was to duplicate myself. Figuratively, of course. I knew there were only 2 ways to get the business experience I needed. One was to go through the process of trial and error of learning on my own, which could take years. Or go learn from someone else who had already gone through that process and learn from their success and failures. I located the most successful handyman company 3 years running in the Northwest United States and moved there to go to work for them. I learned everything there was to know about how to run a successful handyman company. Within 6 months, I became their lead handyman. Why? Because I had a mission and a purpose. A few years later, I moved to North Georgia in a college town to launch my own successful handyman company. I hired 27 local handymen who were struggling with finding enough work to keep them busy, and trained them how to be more successful by working for my handyman company. We were an immediate success in the community. Our main focus was servicing the local Real Estate Investor Association and the Regional Realtors Association. Then the housing bubble busted. And along with other handyman companies across the United States, things fell apart quickly. In less than 1 year, we lost over 80% of our revenue, and I had to let go of all of my staff and temporarily downsize the company. But I couldn't generate the income I was accustomed to in that area. So I moved to Atlanta and personally got back into the field servicing local clients. Yes, I went back to knocking doors and handing out flyers with a list of all my skills. Why not? That's how I started my handyman career years ago. The most common question that most people would ask was, "How do I know you can do all of these things?" I thought to myself, well, that is an issue coming from a complete stranger. Where's my proof? So I began taking before and after pictures, but always felt it was not enough. I needed to video record all of my work and post them online for others to see for themselves. For Christmas that year, I asked Santa for a new camera that had the capability to record videos as well as take pictures. And as luck would have it, 2 weeks later, one morning during a severe ice storm here in Atlanta, I heard water running upstairs. After checking throughout the house, I could not locate the sound of the running water. I went to the basement and discovered a small lake forming in the basement. I quickly turned off the main to the house and began exploring even more to find out where the leak was occurring. Turns out there was a plumber who had done some repair work up in the attic, but he failed to insulate the pipe on which he had worked. That 2-foot section of uninsulated pipe froze and burst, thus leaving 3 stories of water damage in its wake. I grabbed my camera and a flashlight and began video recording the whole repair process. I made 17 DIY how-to videos from that one incident. I also created a YouTube channel called the Handyman Toolbox and uploaded these videos as I made them. Viewers were submitting comments of appreciation and asking questions about the videos I had posted. I faithfully kept recording and posting more and more videos as time went on. One day, in March of 2012, I received an email from Google congratulating me on the success of my channel after having received 100,000 total views. They also asked me if I would like to become a YouTube partner, offering me free training on how to make more quality videos. Of course, I joined. From that day, I began recording even more quality video content on every job I accepted. In 2017, the Handyman Toolbox reached staggering levels of popularity with over 200,000 new viewers each month, with over 10,000 subscribers, and a total of over 6.8 million views. I am both humbled and grateful for the success of the Handyman Toolbox created by the growing and loyal community of DIY enthusiasts who support my efforts in providing quality content about DIY home improvement and repair. Because of this success, I have created a website, thehandymantoolbox.com, for the DIY community to further develop their knowledge, skill, and expertise in home maintenance and repair. Rent-A-Hubby has invested heavily in listening to what our clients expect from us. It is no different from what you expect. Friendly and courteous staff, on-time appointments, quality craftsmanship, a written guarantee of customer satisfaction, and an unheard of 3-year work warranty on every single home improvement project. Our committed focus on delivering an exceptional and quality experience has prompted our loyal and happy clients to tell their friends and family about their experience with Rent-A-Hubby, which triggered a chain reaction of unsurmountable expansion of our service area. Today, we serve over 22 counties in and around the metro Atlanta area. Now, what does this mean to you? It means from the very first call to the final touches on your completed home improvement projects, you will be treated with genuine professional service. Please accept my personal invitation to join the community of the many loyal clients of Rent-A-Hubby Handyman Services today. Call us now for a free in-home quote at 404-771-8804.